Oh, this getting serious. This getting deep now.
What doing that, y'all? This stress out your craziness. I'm coming to you, and you with another word on the street segment. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Calling Drea to the stage. Calling Drea to the stage. Because, baby, Laura done called you out, honey. So, if y'all didn't know, Laura done said she done beat the brakes off of Miss Drea when she found out that she was creeping with her ex-boyfriend Gilbert. Okay, now we gonna play the audio of her saying what she did, and I'm also gonna insert Drea's response because she hit her Instagram story, and baby, she had some stuff to say. She said enough is enough. Y'all gonna stop treating me like I'm a 304 out here in these streets. I's a changed woman now. Okay, let's roll that footage. Go ahead, Carlos. Ask your question.
There's this rumor that Drea slept with your ex, with Gilbert. And Gilbert said on his podcast, I believe he was with Nick Young.
He told me that story.
Did you see that story where he pretty much talked about what Drea was doing in the backseat and all that stuff? What do you have to say to that about you, Drea, and the Gilbert thing?
So here's what I would say about that. Let me clean that up because people were like, oh my God, Laura's just a bully, even 10 years ago. Like, oh, she's a bully. She's bullying her. So Gilbert told me that story about Drea. He had a lot to say. And I remember in the context, I think we had broken up. And he was like, well, this is what I did, right? Like, I messed with this girl from Philly and it was this, and that. She only in the car and blah, blah, blah. What am I supposed to say to that? Besides, I'm young. I'm like, we're young, you know. I'm like, okay, what do you want? We weren't together. What do you want me to say? But I'm not going to tell you what I was with, but okay. That's what we're doing. Okay. And so at the time, they brought her on Basketball Wives. Drea was brought on Basketball Wives as a friend, if I'm not mistaken, to my sister. And guess what? I liked her because I was like, oh, I like this chick. Like, she's hella cool. She's funny. I had no idea that she was there being Gilbert's jump off. I had no idea.
Okay, so this is where I'm going to insert what Drea had to say to these claims of her already knowing her sister and all that. So she goes to say, I don't bother nobody. Why does nobody bother me? And she says, read it again. I guess she's saying Laura is a nobody, so why is she even trying to come to her? But whatever. First, I'm not the type of person to clear up ish, but enough is enough. I've been cyberbullied and podcast bullied for almost 12 months straight by both men and women and have stayed quiet. I don't care about the likes, the comments, or going viral, but if I'm going to trend, I'm going to trend today and all effing day. Ooh, child. I didn't mess with anyone's husband. Let's be clear that no one was married. Let's also be clear that the interactions I had with him were years before I was on the show. I did not know her then. And also, I did not know her when I agreed to be on the show or her sister. I didn't even know either of them were going to be on the show. So to say the word friend is a huge stretch, my girl. I agreed to go on the show and pretend to be friends with a girl named Gloria. So see, this is all coming out. Reality TV is not real. They always talking about pretending or we had to do this. Child, I can't take it. So to be friends with a girl named Gloria who I did not know was sisters with her. And at the time, even if they would have said her sister, I still wouldn't have known because I didn't know her.
So then when I found out, it was when I was going through some papers at the house and I saw that he had given her $25,000 and brought her to LA. Let me tell you what I did. Miss Laura Govan, the bad girl, at the time, rightfully so. You tell me if you think I love you, but let me tell you.
I was going to say, you don't care anyway.
I don't care. I remember finding the paper. I remember calling my friend and telling her to pick up the kids for me because she was on the emergency. I remember that. And I remember going to where she was filming here in Hollywood down the street. I remember showing up and I was not supposed to be filming. And I walked past everybody and I to her. And it did not air. They did not want that to air.
You
Drea. Drea. I think I picked her by her collarbone and threw her. And then I spit on her. And I was trying to get to her even after that. Am I proud of those things? Absolutely not. But what you're not going to do is be my friend. Don't be in my face. And from what I heard, you was the time. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? You help me help you. Where are we supposed to go with this? Because everything at the time, I told you, anybody could get it. I never have a problem till we have a problem. We got a problem. And you're in my face though. And I was her friend. I'm like back, she used to do my quotes on my Instagram and tweets. She used to be like, no, take that off. Do this. I liked her. So you do me like this?
So wait.
I'm going to do you like that.
So you're saying while Drea and you were on the show together and y'all were developing this friendship and she's in your face, y'all cool as shit, all the while she is sleeping with your man.
Facts.
Knowing that that's your man.
Facts. And so what am I supposed to do with this? Besides, at the time, I didn't know how to use my words. I just knew how to use hands. You gonna get them. And I gave them. And it was not good. And I remember the producers, they all dropped their shit and was just like, yo, Laura, it took like 4 people to get me off of her. Grown ass men. And I just showed up. I think I had on chanclas. I think I wasn't even there for the party. I don't even know what my hair, I don't know. I don't even remember. I know it wasn't right. Yeah. I didn't even have on makeup. I remember I parked in the front, double parked.
It just hopped out.
And I didn't even ask where she was. I just went around looking for her because I didn't want nobody to say nothing to me. Nobody's going to stop this from what's happening. Nobody.
Woo, child, my. So Drea also said, I don't come to social media and bash people. I didn't always have this conscience that I have today. With that being said, I will keep most of what I'm saying polite. Please do. And to be honest, during my time on the show, it was the highest ratings that it had ever received. Many of y'all won't admit it, but I've brought comedic relief and a breath of fresh air, and most importantly, relatable to the normal girl who watched the show. I don't know about all that, but okay. All of my dirty laundry was aired on the show, and when I say all, I mean all. I have been called some of the worst things on national TV. I'm almost at the end, but I would say my storyline carried the show. Carried. Did you hear me the first time? Carried. The second, carried. Like, Drea, you really drawing it out now, okay? We get it. You so-called carried the show. Had there been something involving me, trust and believe it would have been put out there and aired for further enjoyment of people that watch trash TV. So basically, she's saying, Laura, when she said they didn't air it, that was a lie, because anything that had to do with Drea, they was going to put it out there, okay, to make her look bad. All right. Again, I don't get on this internet and bash anybody. I certainly don't blame the woman in any situation where I am owed some sort of respect from my man. I don't get on this internet and tell my side of the story often because I respect the fact that it's not only my side. I give a lot of people grace by being quiet and not sharing. Timelines aren't timelining, and I'm sorry to people that can't understand that. I hope you read this in a tone that is of a strong woman, once again coming to the internet defending herself, and not a victim. I am never a victim. I'm a victor.
So what happened after that in terms of you and her? They kept her away from me. Was there ever a woman-to-woman talk where she apologized to you, admitted to it?
I saw her at Jamie Foxx's house at an event that I threw at his house, and she showed up at the event, and I remember her walking. She saw me walking. We were walking on the same side, and I remember her going like this all the way around. And her little friends, I saw them all just like, and they were like, oh shit, Carlos. Anytime I saw her, she was gonna get it. Anytime. grocery store, church, she was getting it. My feelings were so hurt because you were my friend. So when it looked like on the reunion we were bullying her, there was a lot that was said that wasn't aired. And I was like, why are y'all doing this? Why aren't y'all telling the truth? Basketball Wives also has their own story that they want to tell. So that's why I'm really also careful how I use my words, right? Like, TV. Like, that's another reason why, even with Shani, when I tell my story and when I tell your story, is it going to be aired?
So this day, what do you think about her?
So let me tell you something I really actually like about Drea. I love her hustle. And you know what? I like that she turned around her hoism to make it work for her. She's still a hoe, but I like it. I respect it. Respectfully, I love it. Not to say that girls should go out and be a hoe. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying for her and her situation and how she still keeps it going, I'm not going to stop you from doing you.
Well, y'all tell me y'all thoughts in the comment section below about this situation right here. And I will see you on the next one.